I have been coming to the fair and been a loyal participant in the fair probably since I was an infant. My sister was 8 years older than me. She joined 4-H when she was 9, so I've been coming here ever since. And going back, my grandfather used to tell stories about coming to the fair and sitting on the wagon and eating lunch out on the north side of the parking lot under a tree. So I've known about the fair and been intimately connected with the fair for my whole life. All of the townships and the main cities, Alliance, Massillon, and Canton, throughout Stark County, all have a representative on the board. Then we do have some members at large to fill the entire board out. We have 14 regularly scheduled meetings. We meet the second Wednesday of every month at 7:30 here in the fair office. Outside of that, we also have our annual meeting, which is open for all of the public to come in, all of our voting members of the Ag Society to come in and kind of get a breakdown of the financials of the year, the entertainment breakdown for the year, kind of bring the year in review kind of all together before we move on to our next election cycle. As far as just a time breakdown, I would have no idea how to even put a time on how much time, not just myself, forget about me, the other 22 members in our junior fair board, our junior fair coordinator, put into this fair. I don't even know how I would begin to put a time on it. I know I'm in meetings probably 2-3 times a week. Whether it's meeting with the people that provide our entertainment, or meeting with sponsors, or different local businesses that are out there, other board members, junior fair committees, junior fair parents, whatever it might be, and kind of everybody on the board as it goes around, everybody steps up and does their own part. So as far as just putting a tangible number of hours on it, it would probably be impossible. So right now there's no payment for anybody on the board. We did away with a couple years ago the mileage reimbursement, just because we kind of thought nobody came on the board to make a small paycheck of a mileage reimbursement, and we just felt like if we put that money back to the greater good of the fair, that it could do more good in the hands of the fair board and be spread out to do better stuff at the fair than it would me getting a check for $300 for the year. If there was one thing I would want the public to know about the Stark County Fair, is just how much good the fair really does outside of just the 7 days of putting on a show. A lot of people look at it and they say, okay, they have a grandstand show, they're stepping up their entertainment, they're trying to do this, they're trying to do that. I would say outside of that, we have junior fair participants that dedicate themselves to their projects 12 months out of the year. Those kids are learning discipline, they're learning how to care for other people, they're learning how to care for other animals, they're becoming good citizens, they're learning how to manage a checkbook. We have kids in the junior 4-H that have been running their own business since they were 14 years old. That's unheard of in just about any other realm other than here at the fair. And you hear these things at the fair and they kind of become commonplace, but really when you take it out of the context of them being around all these other good kids, they're special. And this fair is special, and it brings out some good things in a lot of people. And just to know that it is a family-friendly place, and you should bring your family out here and just enjoy the fair when it's going on, because you're going to have a great time. I want to make sure that the fair's not here just for my kids, but for my grandkids. I think it's a great tradition in Stark County. It is truly one of the last family-friendly events that you can go do, probably the biggest family-friendly event that you can go do in Stark County, and it's the longest running probably family-friendly event in Stark County. And I would just like to see that keep going, and I know that I echo those thoughts to everybody on the board. They just have a love for the fair, and they want to see it continue to grow.